Hi and welcome back to my channel, your favorite frag hag, Linda. Today I'm filming a video of my fragrance journey from start to where I'm at today. I can't remember exactly when I started paying attention to fragrances or perfumes per se, but I know that my mother was wearing a few fragrances during my childhood, and obviously I was there opening the bathroom cabinet, sniffing them, and probably tried them in secret. And I remember that she was not a frag head like I am, that have, you know, loads of different fragrances that I alternate and change according to mood or whatever. She had one bottle and used it up and then maybe got another brand or another style. And there are 3 fragrances that I remember her wearing during my childhood. It was Anais from Cacharel, Chanel number 5 from Chanel, obviously, and then the favorite that she was wearing that I really liked. I wasn't too keen on the 2 others, but this one, I remember I fell in love with it even as a little girl. And it's called Bleu de Chine or Bleu de Chine. Bleu de Chine is probably the way it's pronounced. It's by Marc de la Morandiére. Morandiére? Why do they all have complicated names? Anyway, it's not available anymore, but to me it was a big bottle. It had that ceramic look, and for my 7 or 8-year-old brain, I made the association with Ming vases and the mysterious Orient and the luxurious palaces of China, and you know, those blue ceramic dogs that you tap on the head for good luck. I think I saw a TV show about something like that. And the scent, which is very much of a vintage scent nowadays, it's very honeyed and warm and lovely. It's not a powerhouse oriental like you would imagine, but it's delicate china and beautiful. So I got this mini off of eBay just for nostalgic purposes. I love this scent. And I remember how I was sneaking up to the bathroom cabinet to feel it, to smell it, and probably do all the sneaky sprays on myself. Fast forward from childhood, maybe when I started entering my teens, there was fragrances being sold in grocery stores here in Sweden, and they were called Date. Listen up, Jeremy, you were not first. It was a whole brand called Date back in the day. So it was, I think, 4 fragrances, and they were, you know, red, blue, green, purple, and there was always a beautiful woman photographed on the label, and they were called Samantha, Pamela. And yeah, they were super generic, not very good quality. It was like a cheap body spray, but everyone around my age was wearing those and using those. I think I did too. Yeah, those bottles came in handy because you could have them in your room, and then when you were a little bit older, you could just pour that crappy fragrance out and just fill them up with alcohol. And then you had a secret stash. So I've heard some people have done, and obviously that made them taste like, the alcohol tastes like rat poison, so you wouldn't drink it anyway. But so, fun fact, if you're a parent and you want to know what your kid is doing, check if it still has that little, you know, little tube, little spray tube left. Yeah, moving on. Teenage years, we're talking about high school. I fell in love with this. It's an Yves Rocher scent. It's called Venice. Obviously discontinued. They always discontinue good stuff, don't they? Yeah, I love this. This is a vintage one, and it's a splash, so I think it's gone a little bit off The longevity on this is not what I remember from back in the day, and all the cool girls were wearing this. Everyone was cool. And it's very oriental, spicy, sexy, warm. Little did I know that this is a total knockoff of Master Cartier. So I discovered that years later. And this one, Obsession by Calvin Klein, is also along those lines. They are so similar, these three scents. Sure, they have their own little touch, but they are very, very inspired by each other. And I love them the three of them, all of them. If I have to pick one to take with me to a desert island, it would be Obsession. Because this is just, has a little bit more oomph than the two others. So yeah, Obsession was a big one for me in the 90s, I think. What I don't like about this is the packaging. I am so sad that it has a brown cap and looks a bit like a fecal pine cone. Why, Calvin Klein? Why would you do this? This is a sexy, sensual, intriguing, warm and fussy oriental scent. Why would you put it in a really, really boring bottle with a plastic cheap cap? I still can't get over that. Actually, I'm tempted to pour this lovely juice because it is outstanding. This juice is incredible. My husband thinks it smells like toilet cleaner, but I still get the sensual, sexy vibes from it. Yeah, I am tempted to pour that over into some atomizer with like a puffer or something. Maybe I can do that since it bothers me so much. Other things in my teens were exclamation. I've made a video of that and a review, and this I'm still wearing to this day. I got, I don't know how many bottles I've used up, 8, 9, still have one, love it. This is also another one that was big in the 80s, 90s. Cacharel's Bleu. And this is also for the really kind of artsy-fartsy girls at high school that were really cool. And this is kind of before goths were goths, but those girls were wearing this. Yeah. Another memory I have around this time is that it's not only the fragrances you wear per se that you discover, you can discover the fragrances that people around you are wearing as well. And I remember that Lagerfeld had a fragrance that all the guys or the boys at school had. It was really popular. It was kind of a elongated bottle with like a little ring cap, silver cap on it. I thought it smelled like absolute old fart. It was not sexy, it did not feel like masculine in a good way, but everyone was wearing it. I have no idea why, because it did not smell nice. And also the smell is putting me off, because I remember one time where a group of boys held me down and guzzled a whole Lagerfeld bottle all over my head. So yeah, experience like that kind of puts you off the scent. Yeah, it's not a good experience. So Lagerfeld, not a designer I'm too keen on, to be honest. Yeah, moving on. Now we're in the 90s. In my 20s I used this one a lot, and it's Jean Paul Gaultier's Classique. I still think this bottle is one of the most lovely packaging I've seen. I like this saucy little corset dress thing. And yeah, I've drawn, I don't know, maybe around 1,000 pin-ups in my art career, so it resonates with me, and I really like burlesque performances and everything glamour and old Hollywood. So yeah, I love this. And the scent is still to this day very, very sexy and powerful and beautiful. All right, fast forward a little bit more, and now we're moving into the territory where big life events happened. And that's this one. Hypnotic Poison, how I love you. I will always love this. It is an incredible vanilla, almond. Some people say kind of they get Play-Doh from this, but it's a marzipan, and it's sexy, sensual, strong and powerful, projection, longevity. It's got everything. It's got a beautiful bottle. It looks almost like, you know, the poisoned apple that Snow White took a bite out of and she was not really allowed and she got in trouble. Yeah, and it is hypnotic. I wore this when I got married, so for me this will forever be linked to that time in my life. Another one. I've been wearing this off and on, Lolita Lempicka, over the years, off and on, since it was released, and I still wear it every now and then. This is one of the most unique scents. It's sexy, it's whimsical, magical, unexpected, different and feminine, but a man can totally wear this too. It's discontinued these days. I think it may be reformulated or whatever, but I have a few backup bottles of this. And this was what I was wearing when my first son was born. So I have lots of memories from this fragrance because I've been wearing it for 20 years. Yeah, I know, it's a long time. But yeah, I will always make sure I have this in my collection. Even if I don't want to wear it anymore, I want to revisit some of these memories because it's a few bad dates and a few broken hearts and one of my absolute biggest loves, which is my son. It's all linked to this. And look at that bottle design. Lolita Lempicka Fragrance House is stunning and one, if not the fragrance house that I like the most. So we're moving on from those heavy memory-packed fragrances and we move on to where I'm at today. And actually I'm discovering gourmands. I got this for Christmas from my sons, and it's vanilla cake by Montale, and it's delicious. It's edible almost. And yeah, so I'm discovering that and I'm experiencing it and I love it. I really do. Next thing up that I am discovering is, yeah, I didn't really prepare this. Where are they? Here we go. Lots and lots and lots of Byredo samples. And I will probably wear the hell out of these samples and create a few reviews of them. I just made one of Mojave Ghost and I will link that below if you want to see it. So yeah, niche and gourmands, who knew? But no, I'm gonna probably stick to designer most of the time because that's within my price range. It's also, there's one beauty store that has fragrances close by. Still have to drive for 30 minutes to get there, almost 40 minutes maybe. And they have a good fragrance selection, but it is the designers, the big sellers, you know. Still thankful that they exist. Otherwise, I actually have to travel for several hours to sniff stuff, unless I get sent home samples, etc. So yeah, I think that the fragrance I'm mostly excited about trying next is going to be the next flanker from the Tresor line from Lancôme. It's La Nuit Tresor Nude, and it's got vanilla and coconut in it. Vanilla and coconut, vanilla and coconut. I am about 98% sure that I'm going to purchase it. I know Lancôme's fragrances and they are usually really, really good. But time will tell. I will let you know as soon as I've tried it. So that's where I'm at my fragrance journey right now. I'm clearly influencing my boys. They were checking out my fragrance collection yesterday, and my oldest were like, can I have one, mommy? Can I have one? So I gave him a clean rollable scent that I don't like, but he's so proud of it. And he was wearing it today when he went to school. So yeah, maybe that could be something. I am influencing, you know, future frag heads to come along. Thank you for watching, and I would like to hear your fragrance journey too, and to see what you've experienced and where you're at. So if you've made a video about the same thing, please link to it so I can check you out too. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay fragrant.